Just make sure the mic is working. Great. Welcome to Talon Plays Through the Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright. The Phoenix Wright, I don't know how to pronounce this title. Trilogy. I've never played these games compared to Danganronpa, which I've played all of. So I'm very excited. I've had this downloaded for a few months now. I've just been playing through Danganronpa, but now I'm caught up as far as I can go. So, I think this is the first one. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Oh, wow, I did it! Wow, I got an achievement. Whoa! Stellar graphics. I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. It's this weird text. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Hiya, Chief. Hiya? What the fudge? Well, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes? What's options do? What's options do? I'm very curious. Yeah, we're turning text skip off. Actually, I kind of owe him for my my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe them that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Ooh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong with Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. But I don't know about that. I know who did it. What am I saying? My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Nope, we get to see this again. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school has a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart, and that I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Really? Why? Because you're defending a guy for murder? Why would you accept this? Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given these circumstances, I think we should have a test to discern your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, shit. Cold, hands shaking, eyesight, knees awakened, faded. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them cleanly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry, yeah? The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I've read the case report covered so many times. It's... wait. Oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. It's John. It was a girl. It's Jeremy. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Oh, it's Cindy. A loss. No one will believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this small fudging badge. It's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright has told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see, the court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to court record. Nice. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution calls its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is genuinely what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added, nice. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Are you stupid? Gifts and money. She took their money and used it to support a lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in front of all the wrong directions. Oof. Should I? My client has no idea the victim was seeing older men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get the bottom of this. Now, why the fuck would you say that? Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went into the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you, or did you not? Huh? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He win. What do? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there. I win. Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her. What? Was that your voice? Objection! What was that? Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh, what's going on here? Order in the court! Jesus, it's one piece of evidence. It's a courtroom. What do you think's gonna happen? Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Shawit into the stand. Kind of looks like a slimy businessman. I'll give him that voice. Mr. Shallot, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Shallot, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the courtroom what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. Nice. Oh. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw a lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in front and found myself unable to go inside. What is this voice? I thought I called the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran away was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why don't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Watt used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for you. Pursual? Blackout record added to the court record. Nice. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. Got it. Now, Mr. Wright. Yeah, that's me, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies, what? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the events at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradiction in the evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face, like, ha ha ha! Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button and then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Got it. I was going to do a selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. Isn't a man leaving the apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. I'm moving my head. What is he doing? Is he doing a dance? Is he trying to hypnotize us? It's not working. It's like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjuring. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw a line there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was out without a doubt. The defendant sitting right over there. 4 to 5?
Objection!
Object! No, that's wrong! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death is sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Ooh, well, you see, I was light. Oh, that. Jesus. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find it that hard to believe. Miss Sherwitz, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery knows. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You were reverse saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I know what's wrong with you! The time of discovery. Nope. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video on the taped program. Presents. The blackout, yeah?
Objection!
No, that's wrong! Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Aha! Shit! You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ha! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sherwitz? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Miss Sherwitz, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Then you seem rather distraught. Oh, what are you talking about? I'm so fine. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Miss Sherwitz. Let's hear your testimony. One more, please. Once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, their murder weapon. The killer used it to kill the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Ah, shit. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Really, Phoenix? That must have been what I saw.
Objection!
Hold it right there! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sherwitz. Hey, I saw it there. Okay, that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I was in there! Gladly. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Schuett, sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you had hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock I heard... No, I mean, I saw it... Ah! Did he throw a toupee? What the hell? What? Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her and he should burn! Give him death! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound that the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think through this carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Schuett heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock now, here in court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Schuett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Schuett, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours sudden slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Swart. I come all the way down here to testify. Look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Schuett. Chief. Listen up, right. Don't throw this one away. Not like this, think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Right. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tout the words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Oh, the passport! Oh, that makes sense. Jeez, I'm stupid. Because Paris is probably like 3 hours behind. This is in Japan, right? Take that! No, that's wrong! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in their apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Schwitz. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? That's such a stupid joke. Oh my god. What the fuck? Did he pass out? Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hell yeah, party time, disco ball. Why is confetti? Woo, a billion sounds confetti. I've seen that. Like, what the hell, Mr. Beast? And with that, this court is adjourned. That was a really simple first case. It turns out that Frank Stewart was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman and check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Mary went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Schwitz let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching the place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Schwitz grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oh, still can't believe it, we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry! You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. What are you... Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Harry, she was a... No, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocence. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. I was the one who got... Oh, hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. I want to go to a movie. The hell, Butts? Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. I really... Well, isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. What the heck is she talking about? Statue. Because she brought it with him. Here! Check this out, Larry. Proof positively you won't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is a clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. I'll make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to the innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Barry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Is she going to get fudged murdered? Oh no, or is she going to do a murder? That could be a twist. I know nothing about these games. That was weirdly simple. Like, that took 30 minutes. A brand new episode has been added. Yep. Here. Bring, bring, bring. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about an upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like this statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, ma'am. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. So yeah, she's definitely gonna die. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho! You are not configurers of my background. Gathering information isn't my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your internal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Wow, another murder? Red, white, blue. The statue was used in another fudging murder? I swear, if there's another one in this game, I'm gonna scream. Get rid of the statue! Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office? I smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Okay, move then. That smell. Blood. Sob. Crying noise. Sis. Someone's there? Chief? Chief! Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Oop. Chief. Chief. Oh my gosh, what are they barking at? Chief! Is he just gonna... Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added a statue. The murder weapon. Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by warrior butts. Is it gonna keep coming up? There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand thing lying broken on the back of the room. Glass shards, nice. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper? It must have fallen out of Mia's hands. What could it be? What is written in blood on the scrap of paper? Maya. Did Maya write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store. Dated yesterday. Receipt, nice. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl is doing here. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon again. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gateway Hotel, nice. A nice luxurious place. Move, I guess? The girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her here right on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Yipes! Sounds like a slur. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name? Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Here. Before Maya died, she wrote that message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write that? My name? Please, just calm down. Jesus. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in and the room was dark. And Sis... So she was already dead. How do I, call the police? So, you're the chief's sister. I'm a younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yeah, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yeah, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Is there a phone? could cram more legal books in here if you wanted to. Few can gaze on the shelves without feeling insignificant. Insignificant. Reception desk. I usually sit here. He's a receptionist most of the time. A small writing desk covered with office supplies. I'm sorry, I've never seen that before. What about the thinker? About the thinker. The thinker. That was... Oh, sis. Just cries. Cries! Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. This was lying next to the chief. I know. I saw it there, too. I thought that they might be pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of glass light stand before. What do I do here? Right! I better call the police! It's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quickly. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. What do you want me to do here? Surprisingly, the chief never was good with machines. About all she used was his PC for her email. She picked it up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. Oh, I can slide? Have I always been able to do this? There's a large building right across from the office of the Gateway Hotel, a nice luxurious place. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! I'm Detective Gumbo! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? See? I'm giving him a gangster voice. Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murderer, see? It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wanted to... No. Whoa! Excuse me? Eek. Well, Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own dried blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name, see? Killer? I'm not... Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am! What? And Phoenix, we're cool. You can stay here, see? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for the visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. I'm guilty. What? I did it. What do you mean? Why would you confess to that now? It's me. I did it. I killed her. You clearly did. Are you sure you weren't flamed? No, I did it. What? No, you gotta be wrong. You're just in grief. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Oh, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. Well, what's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Oof. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ah, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. Yeah. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. This guard monitors the visitors' room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. A real professional. This is amateur right fudging here. Well, goodbye, Maya. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yeah, that clock shaped like a thinker? The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on her cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. What the hell, man? Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so that you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Write his memo at it. Nice. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fey family, especially the woman, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a sec, you said the Fey family? So Maya was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountains to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Maya's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go to ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? Okay, they're dead then. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. Wait, tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visit hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. September 6th, Grossberg Law Office. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She's gonna say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The old paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. For that matter. A table for clients. An elegant ablonoid case, and if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. 706 fire gold officers. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. I'm sorry. I know you from somewhere. Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, I'm Phoenix Wright, ace attorney. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? You look kind of similar. No, we don't! Guess I got the wrong name, Master Wright. Sorry about that. The Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're like no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, let's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ahem. You're a lawyer, right, pals? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Ooh, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, do you have an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report. But that's all. Nice. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is the one trial you aren't going to win. Why would you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? No. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal. About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know about him. Of course I know him. I was just plain dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get guilty verdict. There are rumors of a back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost an abnormal passion. I never imagined that I'd be facing him so soon. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that's... Seems like glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards are pieces of the broken stands. I was wondering, did you see my face cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Tell him not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This, It says the Steel Samurai Wars of the old Neo-Tokyo. The Steel Samurai, that action hero on the TVs. Yeah, you see, the strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down the precinct. That what she said? Yes? Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems like you didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone, nice. Check the call record to hear the recorded conversation. Pal. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pals? Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. Wait 1 minute. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. Not influencing the witness with your loyalty ways, pals. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? Ha! You're trying your loyalty tricks on me now. She's not going to go outside her room till the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Miss May. Weird names. Got a lot to do in this case. September 6th, Gateway Hotel, room 303. And that's where we're going to end. Can I save? Oh, these have like the exact same sounds. How long are these episodes? The first one was really simple. I'm sure this game will be fun. Overall, I think it's a good... first start. I hope it gets more complicated. I also hear Edgeworth is a fun character. We'll see. We will see. All right, bye.